Timothée Chalamet and Tom Holland are two of the best up-and-coming actors. Some say they're already in their peak, which, you could say that. I'm not going to argue against it, but I want to take a stab at this comparison between the two. So, just right off the rip, I enjoy watching Tom Holland movies more, but in an unbiased opinion, I have to say Tim is a more well-rounded actor. I don't think you can really argue against that. And let's just look. Besides Spider-Man, what does Tom have? I saw The Lost City of Z a little while ago, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. He was a supporting actor, but he still had a main role, and that's something that isn't Spider-Man, which I can look at and say that was positive. And I haven't seen Uncharted. I love playing the game, and Mark Wahlberg, I think he's a great actor, so I need to watch that. I know I've been kind of putting that off for a bit, but I'm sure that'll be at least above average of a movie, which then leads to The Odyssey, which is coming out next year. And he might not be the main character, but he's absolutely going to have a huge role, a ton of screen time. So I think next summer could be massive for Tom Holland. I hope he does good, but up until right now, I mean, it's kind of a short list of what he has to his name. So now let's take a look at Chalamet. And all biases aside, this dude, he's been on a heater the last couple of years. He's put out both of the Dune movies, Wonka, Interstellar, I know that's a little while ago, and he had that Bob Dylan movie, I forget what the name of it was. I didn't see it, but I saw the reviews, and it was pretty fire. So he's definitely a more accomplished actor at this point in time, and I would say that he has a wider range of performances on his resume, but that's not to say that Tom Holland doesn't have a wider range or wider capability of putting out content. I just think from what we have to work with, Tim has done more and diversified quite a bit as well. So if I had to decide right now, I would say Timothée Chalamet is a better actor than Tom Holland. He's done more, he's accomplished more. I still like Tom Holland personally more, but if I put that personal bias aside, I got to give it to Chalamet. He's killing it right now. You can't argue against it. Come next summer with The Odyssey, we'll just have to wait and see what Tom's performance can do in that and what the future holds for both of them, I guess. But as of right now, they're both 29 years old. Tom's 5'7", Tim's 5'10", and they have very similar roles from a director's perspective. Like, they have a similar look, similar stature, and even if they're friends in life, they're going to get put up against each other because of how similar they are, looks-wise, and even acting-wise, I guess you could say. So I hope they take a competitive stance at this and just try to one-up each other, each opportunity that they have with each movie or series, no matter what it is, because it's nice to have that competitiveness in the movie industry. Like, look back in the early 90s when you had Brad Pitt, Leonardo, and Johnny Depp all going at it. They forced each other to be better, and hopefully Chalamet and Holland can emulate that and do that. I don't know how Tim and Tom would have held up against those three in the 90s, but that's a discussion for another day. So, in your personal opinion, who's done more and who do you prefer to watch? Timothée Chalamet or Tom Holland? Let me know what you think, drop a comment, and hit that sub button.